me say this to us so that I will together church now. So the Lord told the children of Israel before leaving Egypt that everyone should go to the Egyptians. And then, sir, he said they should ask from the Egyptians whatever they wanted. And then the children of Israel went to every of their neighbors and asked. Some of them asked for gold. Some of them asked for money. And then the Egyptians gave with rush, gave the Israelites. And then the Lord took the Israelites on a journey out of Egypt. Now, for 40 years, these guys collected money before leaving. Come on, are you with me, church? For good 40 years, sir, before leaving Egypt, the Lord made provision for money. The Lord made provision for gold. Now, the exchange of the gold, of the diamond, and whatever good thing they collected from the Egyptians, the essence of it to the mind of the Israelites is that when we are on the way, if money finish, we can sell something to get money. But do you know what happens, sir? They walked through the wilderness for 40 years and they never needed money to buy anything. They needed clothes. God makes sure that the one clothes they left with never get dirty. You don't understand what I'm saying? Man of God, the clothes never get dirty, one, and they were not walking on third ground. They were walking where? You are not with me. They were walking where? In the wilderness. How many of you during rainy season have ever walked in maybe a place that is bushy? There is bush here, there is bush here. You understand what I'm saying now? Maybe the rain fell now until after 2 weeks. You know, if you wear white clothes like this and you pass through, you know how your clothes will come out. These guys were walking in the wilderness for 40 years. Number one, the clothes never got dirty because the Bible never recorded that they washed any clothes. The clothes never gone worn out. Sir, blessing. Some of them were 1 year old when they left Egypt. They arrived the promised land at 40. And the same clothes they wore 1 year ago, rather when they were 1 year, was the same clothes that grew with them at 40. So they took money. Money was useless. They went with gold. They had no reason to buy anything. Now, what am I trying to tell you? In the end of everything, the Lord told them the reason why he gave them money and they never spent it. Do you know the reason? He says so that they can understand that men shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. Meaning that it is not what you have that makes you survive. You are not with me, church. No, you are not with me. You know, some of us, our problem is that we think our survival is in our work. I'm not talking to Christians here. I think I'm talking to Muslims. No, am I talking to Muslims? Sir, your survival is not based on your work. If for 40 years they had money, they had everything and they needed not to buy anything. In fact, they wanted to pass through a land called the land of Edom. And they sent letter to the king of Edom. And they said, we want to pass through your land. Permit us to pass through. We will not touch anything in your land. And perhaps we drink water in your land. We will pay for it. Now, because they already say we will pay for it, God shut the mind of the Edomites. And they say you will not pass. Because if they had paid money on the way, they would have said our money survives us. You don't understand what I'm saying. Now, some of you, the journey you are passing through now, look as if things are tough, but God is teaching you a lesson. To show that your survival has nothing to do about you. Your problem is that you are calculative. You think what I have is what will make me great. Can I tell you, if God is to make greatness, you have nothing to make yourself great. Your survival is not based on what you have. Your survival is based on this ability. And I tell you something, from today, I'm just charging you before we go to teaching. From today, the way to live is to live beyond yourself. You cannot take care of yourself. You cannot choose for yourself. You cannot make the right choices. Men that succeed in God are men that permit God to make choices for them. So tonight, guys, I come to challenge you. You are not sufficient to take care of yourself. You are not. Let God withdraw his hand one day, man. You are gone. Scripture said in Psalm 127, unless the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build. If God didn't support what you are doing, you labor in vain. Except the Lord watch. No, did I say support? No, that's a wrong statement. If God didn't build what you are building, I didn't say support now. If God did not build Elisha, what you are building, your labor is in vain. If God never watched what you are watching, you are only a watchman that watch in vain. Unless the Lord be. Permit God to be. Are you getting me, friends? For 40 years, these guys had money, but they need not to spend money. And yet they survived. They were eating breakfast and dinner. No, are you with me? They were eating what? The church is cold. I said they were eating what? For how many years? And they never pay 1 naira. It means the economy of Nigeria is not what to survive by. Are you with me now? Some of you, the reason why you vote criminals as your next president is because you think they are the one killing your life and they are the one you still want to vote. Are you getting what I'm saying, sir? The man you call big man is a thief. You don't understand? Now, who is a thief? Someone who stole something. Is that not so? So you put a man as a big man in government office and he diverted government money and put it in bullion van. Are you getting what I'm saying now? And they are telling you that the bullion van miss road. The bullion van miss address. Thunder will fire some people. No, are you with me, guys? No. I'm not here to talk about politics. I'm only trying to let you understand that if God can take care of the Israelites that had no leaders, the only leader they have was Moses for 40 years in the wilderness. They never need to buy, they never need to do anything, and God was taking care of them. You need God. That's all you need. The currency you need to survive the earth is God. He's able. So, God is able to do just what He says He will do. He's got every problem. Don't give up on God, 'cause He won't give up on. Are you getting something? Is what? No. Are you with me, full of God? I am 24. Nobody is asking me out for marriage. He's able. You are not with me now. There is no job in Nigeria. He's able. Yeah. I didn't want to touch something in the scripture, but permit me to touch it as a way of beginning. Easy. One of the reasons why God killed the children of Israel was because they doubted His ability. No, are you with me, guys? One of the things that made God got angry and killed the Israelites was they doubted His ability. Every time they were hungry, they would shout, "We remember when we were in Egypt." When they are thirsty, we remember the God that supplies manners. Is He not able? He's able. Brother, all what you need, sir, is the word of God. Your survival is not based on what you have. Your survivor is based on this word. All what he taught them for 40 years is that men shall not live by bread alone. You don't need to live by bread alone. He's able. Do you know how many years my family has been suffering? Who told you you will suffer like them? He's able. God is able. Register it on your heart that God is able. That's not my teaching. Now you can see the topic for today now. What's the topic for today, church? It's a journey. You know, when you see topic like this, remember, we cannot finish it one day. We cannot. So are we ready to go now? Come on, I said, are we ready to go now?